What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the barbecue. If this is your first time at the channel, my name's Jeff. I'm your chef. We always grilling around here.
I knew sooner or later I would come across this video. I knew sooner or later I would come across this. I'm gonna let this man cook.
Always got some business going on too. Like I said, I love to help people make money. Love to show people, the short ways to do projects, car repairs, but we also grill people for stupid remarks.
I'm consistent at doing my own thing. I'm consistent at making my own money.
Now, somebody told me Dante did a video talking about home ownership.
Man, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way.
This is why I don't understand why people even watch his channel. The dude was talking about he wanted to come back and do finance. He's got bad credit score probably in the 400s.
Man, bankruptcy, I guess at this point in my life, I already got a lot of mistakes that I made as a teenager, a lot of past due bank accounts, and messed up my credit a lot as a teenager. And now, leaving my apartment and all of that is I think is necessary for this point in my life to go ahead and file a bankruptcy. I'm only 28 years old, so.
It was at this moment he knew he fucked up.
He's always on the risk of getting evicted. He's got a 20% interest rate on a car that he didn't even know how to buy a car, but he wants to talk about finance. Idiots listen to this guy. And I'm just saying it like it is. Idiots listen to this guy. And now he's talking about home ownership. Somebody who's lived their whole adult life on welfare in low-income housing now wants to talk about home ownership like he's, I'm a guru at home ownership. Bro, you still having problems with an apartment you damn near getting evicted from every 5 minutes. And you want to talk about home ownership? Let me tell you something about home ownership. And a lot of Dusties on this channel are saying the same thing. They don't get it. They don't understand. Home ownership is about equity. It's like car ownership. Do you lease a car forever? Do you just rent a car every week? Or do you go buy a car? When you buy a car, do you have a car note on it? Sure you do. When people ask you, is that your car? Do you go, no, that's Bank of America's car. I'm just making payments on it. The bank still owns it, but do you claim it's the bank's car? No, you say it's your car. Same with a house, because you're responsible for that house the moment you sign that 30-year contract. You could pay it off whenever you want to. You can buy a house on a 30-year contract, pay it off in a year if you feel like it. Knock yourself out. You can double up your payments, pay it in less than 15 years, pay it in about 12 years. You can do that if you wanted to. There's no rhyme or reason for when you have to pay that house off. It's all based on what you can afford, but it's yours.
You, want to call your parents?
You signed for it, it's yours. You're responsible for homeowners insurance. You're responsible for repairs. Now, when you go to Home Depot, all those people are pretty much homeowners, either business owners or homeowners. That's why we got Home Depot. You don't see Apartment Depot out there, do you? No, because nobody has Apartment Depot.
Bro, I was dumpster diving in this mug yesterday.
Nobody wants to put money into an apartment that they don't own, that they're not responsible for. They just call a landlord. There's no such thing as Apartment Depot. So when you own a house, you have to know how to do things. If you don't, it's going to be a very expensive adventure. Just like owning a car. If you don't know how to do the basics, owning a car is going to be very expensive for you. I got 4 cars, motorcycles, everything. I don't pay shops. I do it myself. I do it the less expensive way of ownership. Same with the house, less expensive. Now, if you don't pay your home loan, you go into foreclosure. Just like when you stop paying on your car note, you go into repossession. You're borrowing money from somebody that you didn't have in order to make a purchase. When you use a credit card and you go to the store and you buy clothes on credit, do you go, oh, this MasterCard shirt, I bought this on credit, I just got to pay it off. These shoes come from these Visa shoes. This ain't my shoes, these Visa shoes, man. I got to pay Visa back. I bought these on credit. No, you say they're your clothes, even though you bought it on credit. You sign a document saying you will pay off everything you charge on this card. They're fronting you the money for it. For a homeowner, you're just being fronted the money. Will you pay it off? You can, but the trick is you could also sell it. Now, when I bought my house, I think I paid about $226 for this house. I'm already down to about $203 is what I owe on it or something like that. But the going rate for these houses right now in my neighborhood is over $400,000. And they're selling for over $400,000 without a swimming pool. I got the swimming pool, I got the RV gate, I got the corner lot. So I could probably sell for well over $450 if I wanted to. But I'm not selling no house for $450 because I can't buy a house for $450 with the money I get. I'll end up having less. I'm living in a $450,000 house for $200,000 That's a pretty good deal to me. My mortgage is $1,500 a month for 4 bedrooms, 2-car garage, corner lot, pool, RV gate. All. Of course I can maintain it. I can fix pretty much anything. I'm a man. I go to Home Depot, buy a hot water heater, replace that, no problem. Everybody saw my video where I bought a new refrigerator, installed that myself, even took the whole cabinet system out just so I can slide that thing into place. That's what homeowners do. We're busy people. Dante, he was making videos complaining about putting potato chips on a shelf.
I'm starting to realize I really got a problem, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all.
It's too many potato chips. I can't put these potato chips on the shelf. It's too many potato chips. And now you're talking about owning a house? Bro, you got to cut grass, trim trees. You got to fix broken water spigots. You got to tear up floors and lay new floors. You got to paint things. And this dude can't even put potato chips on the shelf. Oh, it's too many potato chips. Them bags weigh like 16 ounces. It's too many potato chips. I can't put these potato chips on the shelf. It's too many potato chips.
You dusty. Hey, Dusty. Damn, Dante London, Dusty.
And all the people on this channel, all them idiots on this channel, oh yeah, you don't want to own a home, bro. You're going to be paying property taxes forever. You don't really even own it. When you go get a job, you pay taxes forever. So is that not your job? Because you now work every day and you pay taxes every day, is that not your job? If people say, hey, this is your job. No, it's not my job. No, it's not mine. I pay taxes here, man. I pay taxes forever working at this place. This ain't my job. Of course it's your house. You will pay taxes on homes, land, personal property. It's called living in America. You get taxed on things. Get used to it. A lot of people ain't used to it because they're used to that welfare lifestyle where they take people tax money and spend it. We're the ones who generate tax money. My property taxes on this house is $800 a year. $800 a year. That's 365 days. $800 a year. So I could work 2 days, make $800. I got 363 more days of no property taxes now. I already paid in the first 2 days of the year. January the 1st, January the 2nd. I'm done. I'm paid now. What's the big deal with that? But these renters are still paying rent every single month. If I paid my house off and all I got to pay is $832, that's it. Oh, trust me, I'm paying that. I ain't gonna complain. Oh, I'm not paying that. This is my house. I'm not, you know what? Property taxes go towards the sewer system, goes towards the streets, the roads, goes towards the school systems. I want to pay to make my community better. People who don't pay, people who live in apartments all the times, they don't pay property taxes. Well, actually, they do. It's just building their rent and they don't see it. Because see, I pay $1,500 a month for this. 4 bedroom, 2-car garage, swimming pool in the back, enough space for my dog to run around. You probably pay $1,400 for 1 or 2 bedrooms. You know why? Because property taxes are in that number. You think you're not paying it. You really think these people gonna have all these apartment complexes, build property taxes, and not pass that on to the people renting? You paying property taxes, you just paying it every month. You don't even realize it. We pay it on something that we own. When I want to sell this house, if I say, you know what, I want to sell this house. Well, I already paid about $1,500 a month for the last 6 years. So let me do the math on that. Let's do the math on how much I would really make if I sold my house right now. Let's do $1,500 a month times 6 years, 12 months, 72. Let's say 72. So I paid $108,000 living here for the past 6 years. $108,000. I paid $220,000 for it. So let's say I sold it for $450,000. So $108,000. $108,000 minus $450,000, 1, 2, 3. That's $342,000 in cash. I would actually gross profit, not net profit, gross profit, because I sold it for $450,000. I paid $108,000 so far living here, puts me at $342,000. Now I still owe $203,000. Let's add the $203,000 I got to pay to the bank. I walk away with $139,000. That's all I get. So after living here for 6 years, paying mortgage for 6 years, selling my house for $450,000 based on the price I paid for it, I will walk away with $139,000 less fees. Let's say, 3% fees times 0.03 for the realtor. That's $4,000. So about $135,000 is what I'd walk away with as a profit, total profit. Now, the fact that I paid the $108,000, they won't take that out. What they'll do is they'll say, okay, they'll say $450,000 minus what you owe at $203,000, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're going to cut you a check for $240,000. less $7,000 in fees for the 3%. So they'll cut me a check for $247,000. But even though I get a check in my hand for $247,000, you got to think about the $108,000 minus, let's say 247, 123 minus the $108,000. Like I said, it'll put me at $139,000 of what I will realize as a gain from buying this house, living here for 6 years, and eventually leaving. I get $139,000 of realized value, even though they're handing me a check for $240-something thousand. That $240,000 is only gross. It's not saying what I paid. Now, you live in an apartment, if you paying $1,500 a month for 6 years, that's $108,000. You just out. You don't get it back. Let's say you paying $1,400 for 6 years, 72. That's $100,000. 100. That's $1,400 a month. $100,000 you paid to live somewhere. $100,000, and when you leave, you don't get nothing. You probably won't even get your deposit back. You just walk away with nothing. I walk away with a $240,000 check in my hand. And it's offset by what I paid to live here, whatever improvements I did to my house, whatever I want to leave here. If I want to leave the refrigerator, if I want to leave the washer and dryer, which I probably won't, I'll walk away with $240,000 check in my hand. That's what home buying does for you. The bank don't get that $240. The bank only gets what I owe them because they fronted me the money. I only owe $203. So out of the $450, here's your $203. We're clear now. Now I get the rest of my money. I have to use that $247 to go buy another house now. So now I got to go say, okay, what can I afford to make sure I get a $1,500 a month mortgage? What's going to happen is that entire chunk I get, I'm going to have to put it down on the house with the way the interest rates work now, just to even be close to what I pay. So it's basically, I'm taking the money and just giving it to somebody else. I never really see it. So the best thing for somebody like me to do is just stay where I'm at. I got good leverage because whenever I go out and buy a car, buy anything, I got tons of 0% interest credit cards that don't even have no money on them, just zero. The banks see this as leverage. They say, well, he owns a house. He's a good bet. We could loan him the money on the cars. Why you think I got 2 big ass cars outside with notes on them? I got $500 on one, $600 on the other, $1,100 in car notes. Bank don't care because the bank says if he defaults, he can take out an equity loan and just pay off the cars and we good. And he just keep paying his mortgage or whatever. I could do that. My mortgage would go up a little bit, but at least the cars would be paid for. That's the way banks look at it. When you live in an apartment, you don't have that option. You have no leverage. All you got is cash. That's it. You have to do everything on a cash basis. Me, I can go make deals because I'm sitting on an asset. I got land. I got a house. See, Dante and all the Dusties on the channel, they don't get that part. They don't understand what a house really is. It's somewhere for you to live, just like an apartment, you can live in it. But it's leverage. This is leverage. I have financial leverage. A bank sees me as an asset because I'm attached to an asset. When you live in an apartment, you're not attached to an asset. You're only attached to what you have in the bank, your cash. I have unrealized value because they're thinking he can sell that house. This is a lot of money. This guy can come up with almost $250,000 if he sold his house. He could sell that and pay us all off. You can't do that in an apartment. So all the Dusties who don't understand how money works, how bank works, how the credit system works, keep talking because I don't think y'all really understand the fact that you have to be, one, a handy person to be able to have an asset this big. If you can't even own a car, you about to get a car repossessed and you're talking about owning a house. This is way above your pay grade. Owning a house is way above your pay grade. It's not for everybody. And I will say that some people need to be renters. If you think you can afford a house and you try it, you're going to fail. Home ownership is a serious, serious matter. It is not just having a place over your head. It is having a place that you have to take care of. Just like a car, just like a kid, just like pets. People go get pets all the time. I find them tied to poles and shit and I bring them home because they don't realize it's a pet. It's not a toy. You have to take care of it. If you don't have that in your soul, your pet's going to end up at the dog pound. Your kid's going to end up with CPS or in some kind of adoption agency. A home is no different. It is a big responsibility that's made for adult level people. If you are not at that level, stay renting. It's the best thing you can do for yourself.
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
had to wear my battle fatigues and blend with the trees, committing penalties. You ain't assembled with me. We the 300, a villain superhero, Angel Hall like De Niro, cigars like Puro. Celebrate the hating that we get, cause it's like that. Despite that, dislike that. You can put the pipe back, you jaded crack baby from the 80s, cause you tripping. Time keep on slipping, but I'ma keep on lifting all my people out of poverty with missions and assignments. 11-11 tatted, cause I stay in the alignment. I'm bringing all the smoke till you choke, cause I'm on one. I'm not done, I fear no man, do not run. The shit that you got is all the shit that I had. I've been up, now I'm on my landing pad like SpaceX.